So basically, like I say, all this stuff with America and everything. This is before 1812. Anyway, then they see the nuclear bombs and are like, we can win. We have power. Oh my God, the atom. It's the future. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's really dangerous. Don't get near it. Like I said, a lot of people see the nuclear bombs and they're like, and they see it in 1812. But not everyone has seen it. Only a few people. And we set off a couple and also do some other stuff. But and it's Germany that's doing it. It's German scientists, and they're like, we've calculated the yield to be equal to 1 megaton. Yes, we might be able to do 3 with this. So boom. And we're like splitting rocks. I mean, I was using the cannon from the battleships, but that's really slow and takes a long time. And there's like this mountain in the way. And I'm like, I really need that mountain to move. So they dig this mine, and they dig it way in there. And then they put the nuclear bomb in there. And then they're boom. So a mountain goes flying. Whee! It's only a megaton though. It's not that much. It mostly just breaks the rock like crazy. It's a new way to break rocks, and then they go in there with radiation meters. So, because we've the Germans know how to read radiation by this point, so they go, oh, okay, that's safe. That's not safe. That's safe. Okay. And they start doing experiments about what's safe, what's not safe. They've taken some uranium and they put it next to a rat and watched the rat die. And so they know basically how much that is and how much, So they've been doing radiation research probably since 1700 or so like that, or 1200 about when we actually discover it. So anyway, all this stuff is happening, and basically there is no America. I mean, there is no United States. There's nothing but wilderness and bogs and huge mountains that are nearly impossible to cross. So anyway, and there's Europe, and there's little airplanes. Anyway, and some submarines. And the Titanic. Anyway, and that's basically the way it was. And everybody's going, Colombia is the future. Colombia is where the power will be. Anyway, so Roosevelt's like, Colombia is the future. We have to get Colombia. Because Colombia is where all the farms are. Because everybody's going, where the food is, the power will be. There's power in food and opium and cocaine. Anyway, so they're going for Colombia. Because Europe is already locked up, basically. Except for eventually the blacks are like, rah, Germany. And they like start running across. And basically start besieging the towns in like human waves of black people and other people. Anyway, and the Irish and other people and Germans and English, I believe, are going, there's too many of them, fall back. Because there's literally like human waves of black people basically just, they try and do the massive push, they can't kill us all kind of things. Which I don't really understand myself, because we could kill a lot of them. And anyway, whatever. So they're doing human wave and basically mass attack tactics. Which is kind of stupid, I don't know. Because we have a lot. Well, my guys only carried about 4 bullets, but there's lots of bullets in the ammo depot, so they just fall back to the ammo depot, and then there's like thousands of rounds in cases where you just go and so basically, I mean, it's clear when you see 1,000 or 5,000 black people running at you, something, like Mr. Brown says, something's gonna go down. So anyway, so they start shooting, and like a lot of black people die. It's true. I mean, but they were rushing the walls and rushing the streets and rushing, they were raping the women, stealing everything, and just running off. So we had to defend ourselves. So that all goes down, and at least I think it does. So anyway, and I think that's what was happening. Anyway, all this stuff is going on, and like I say, Russia has whaling and whaling oil, and everyone's like, whaling oil. Whaling oil is the future. A lot of people are saying this is the future, that's the future. There's some steam trains, there's all this stuff going on. Anyway, we're building in China, America is basically lies basically untouched pretty much through most of this time. Anyway, and it wasn't until I was doing China, and then finally, sometime around 1850 or so, I'm like, all right, let's go do America. So we so anyway, by then, it's the Confederacy has gotten America on lockdown. They bought it or something like that. Or well, I mean, what's his name? That one guy that is he was going around saying that he owned this and he owned that, and like there's also Abraham Lincoln saying that he's president of something, the Confederacy. There's a bunch of people running around saying all these lies. Anyway, so I have guns, I have military, so I start moving up in there and we start building our trains and stuff. Like most people don't really lie about something being valuable until way after it's built. And it's like Lucifer Star built all this stuff. America, it's my country. So anyway, so they changed the name of America to the Confederacy or the Republic or something, and I'm like, how much do you want this time? Because I own Germany and basically Russia and China and all these other countries. So basically, I'm like, fine, change it back. So they change it back to America. So anyway, so it was America. Then it becomes America again. And I'm like, okay, so now you understand. Lucifer Star is your president or your owner of your country, and you are America, right? And they're like, okay. Anyway, at least I think it was okay. So, yeah. And then I start building the train track across America because I'm like, all right, now we can mine. Now we can start building trains. So we start building trains and do all this and that kind of stuff. And there's big ships. And I'm like, I declare my independence as America. Yay! Anyway, so because some other people were like, we want to tax you, blah, blah, blah. You owe us money. I mean, and like Richard Nixon and John McCain and all of them are like, we have to, because they've been buying stuff from me, but they don't know it. Like I say, John McCain and Richard Nixon eventually are buying stuff from me from Europe, but they don't know it. They've been buying jets, they've been buying guns, they've been buying this, they've been buying that. A lot of people owe me money. And so they're like, well, we'll just bomb the people who owe us money. And we won't owe money. But it's like, well, you're actually buying it from me and my people. And so, like, for them to own America, yeah, they owe me money. But for me to own America, I mean, a lot of people are indebted to me, so it's like, yeah, I own America. And I've paid for America at least twice. So, like, the whole thing. I've been like, all right, I'm buying America. Like, I bought it like 4 times. Honestly. It's like, I had that much money. It's like, I own America. It's the United States of America. I need my own country, man. I need it. I'm still being denied. Anyway. It's funny because, like, I made up the word America. So it's just like this little it's like this little funny thing that's like, and I've written a check for it and paid in gold and all kinds of stuff. I even had money shipped over from overseas so I could have American currency. It's like, I even had some dollar bills printed that's in America. So I have my own money. Anyway. Everything was just done perfectly. Anyway, though, but I've invented stores, all kinds of other stuff, and car dealerships, and it's just like, yeah, and it's so funny because like I didn't even have to buy it 4 times. I already owned it, but like I'm just that rich, and it's like, well, it wouldn't really like for me to buy it. Like I make so much money anyway. It's like, okay, I'm buying you again. It's almost funny because like, okay, you're here. Now we're done about this, right? This conversation, I'm not going to have this conversation again, right? So anyway, and besides, things wear out, so I have to invest money anyway. So it's like, no more steel, more this. And when you get to a country level, you got to build your own mines, and there's all this other stuff. Anyway, so it just becomes this ridiculous thing, and it's like, why am I having this problem still? I don't get it. I invented all this stuff. And then they're like, well, you didn't really invent it. These other people are blah, blah, blah. It's like, are we going to contest everything? Yes. Anyway, yeah. My life is very frustrating. What can I say? And there's like LS, LC, and it's like, oh. Anyway. Yeah, my life is frustrating.